I hope they remember you.
Now, even though the hype for Avengers Endgame has pretty much reached unparalleled levels, I still think there is a chance for this game. Hopefully. Anyways, welcome back, true believers and all you merry Marvelites, to another very interesting and very much exciting Avengers project related video. So in case you haven't really picked up on it, there is a lot of recent happenings regarding the Avengers project directly relating to the game's main developers of Crystal Dynamics and now recently with the main publisher of Square Enix. So with CD's main goal being trying to look for individuals to work at their company to be placed in very high positions relating to producing aspects of the game, Square Enix has actually recently released their plans for this year's E3. Now, if you're someone who's personally invested within the entirety of Square Enix's brand and all the games they make, I highly recommend that you go and check out fellow Spidey Squad community members' video of Waterboy talking about the entirety of their E3 conference. But as for what I'm going to be talking about within this video, we're only going to be discussing what could possibly happen regarding the Avengers project. So in case you missed it earlier today, Square Enix did fully and officially reveal their main schedule as to when and where they will be attending within this year's E3. And alongside of them posting this official promo image relating to their E3 presentation, they did officially state on Twitter, Square Enix Live E3 2019 kicks off another exciting lineup of titles. Tune in to sqex.link/E3 on Monday, June 10th at 6 p.m. PT, hashtag Square Enix E3. And just so you all recall as to what happened last year, Square Enix mainly had what was similar to that of a Nintendo Direct live presentation for the entirety of their E3 conference. Although, the main problem with their E3 presentation last year is that they pretty much showed exactly what the other companies were already showing and even repeated some of the same trailers of their already existing games. But besides that, the games that they tried to unveil that were new to the public didn't really intrigue anyone in the slightest because they didn't really look that exciting to the general public. Although, given how they have finally released Kingdom Hearts 3 to the public, I really hope this year they can focus more on their much anticipated titles similar to that of Final Fantasy VII Remake and of course the Avengers project. However, given how Square Enix is hosting a live presentation instead of that with an official E3 conference, I do think the best case scenario as to what we can see of the Avengers project at this show is actually just a standard gameplay trailer. And the reason why I say a gameplay trailer instead of that of a demo is because this presentation will pretty much be similar to that of a Nintendo Direct and most recently PlayStation State of Play. And just in case if you haven't seen any of those presentations in fruition, the basics as to what they show are pretty much trailers to excite people of the upcoming games. Another reason as to why this is mainly relates to the fact that the presentations aren't normally as long as what a standard conference would be like. So not only would they not have enough time to show a full show floor demo of the game in action, but the only thing that I think that they can show here during this presentation is a full-on in-depth gameplay trailer. But even with all of this potential hype relating to Square Enix possibly unveiling official footage of the Avengers project in action, it doesn't come close to the overall hype that is currently happening with Avengers Endgame. And the only reason why I would think to compare the Avengers movie with the Avengers game is because after that film does release, a ton of hardcore Marvel fans are thoroughly going to be comparing the absolute greatness of the film to the upcoming game. Not only that, but after seeing the absolutely great track record that Marvel Studios has within the entirety of the MCU, as well as with what Marvel Games has with the recently released Spider-Man PS4, there are going to be extremely high expectations for this Avengers game to be a really good one. And even though that might be a lot of pressure to put on Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, and Square Enix's shoulders, I do think that they are aware of this exact situation and hopefully they are up for the task. Plus, after knowing how long we've had to wait for any actual official info relating to this game in the slightest, I really hope that whatever they decide to show relating to it is actually worth the wait. But alas, I guess we'll just have to wait and see until June 10th if Square Enix actually does decide to reveal any info at all or footage of the Avengers project in action within this year's E3. And with all that said, everyone, that's the video I have for you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Given that E3 is now officially less than 2 months away, are you personally more excited for the Avengers project possibly showing up at Square Enix's conference, and what else are you excited to be shown off at the conference? For me personally, I am a bit bummed that Sony/PlayStation will not be attending E3 this year, but I still hope that the overall convention itself will be a fun one overall. So with Microsoft having an officially huge presence at this year's E3, as well well as this Square Enix live presentation and hopefully another Sony State of Play, I do think this will be a really good E3 in general. But still, only time will tell if that does turn out to be true, and of course, until next time everyone, thank you all so much for watching, stay merry Marvelites, and peace out.
Why would you do that? We're in the end game now.